Hey everyone, ShadowFox here, back with a Minecraft video from the Adults Play Java server. Now in the last episode we got the apartment block all built and finished, and we opened up the competition so other members of the server could start renting out the apartments and designing the interiors as part of the competition. So the good news is all of the apartments have now been claimed. Everyone's paid up, we're just waiting on Novo to come over and drop off his diamond block for apartment 7. But between episodes I have changed up the winners podium and replaced it with the prize pool. So we've got a ton of diamond blocks, a load of emerald blocks, and we've got these two shulker boxes here which are full of firework rockets. So those will be divided amongst the top 3 scoring participants once the voting has ended. We're looking at this Friday for the deadline for the apartments. So hopefully everyone can get theirs done before then. And I'm thinking for the voting, what we're going to do is we're going to have everyone score each apartment out of 10, and then the 3 with the highest scores will be the winners. Now, between episodes, I have decorated the lobby a little bit more. We've got the map of the surrounding area in. Obviously, a lot of this is just ice spikes right now, so there's not a lot to see. And unfortunately, the apartment building kind of blends in with the snow, so once we get a bit more decoration outside, hopefully that'll help it stand out a little bit. And what's all this blue? Why is there so much blue? Because that would be, oh hang on, yes, so this is the glass as it's coming up. Ah, that's right, there's the kind of triangular shaped glass on the top, and then there's the pool. I see. Now you may remember that very recently we had a bit of an issue with someone pranking us, and we had a chicken egg full of chickens left in our base. Now I've heard that Throlash may have been partly responsible for this, and he's rented an apartment in this very building, so yeah, I think it's payback time. Oh no, would you look at that? Throlash's apartment has mysteriously been filled with leaves. How could that have happened? I have no idea. Oh well, I guess he's going to have to clean that up before he goes and decorates his apartment. Not sure what that chest is there for. I don't remember seeing that. How very odd. But there are some pretty cool looking designs going on here. Looks like we've got a bit of a piano there. And I believe this is like a widescreen TV. So yeah, hopefully very soon we'll get to go in and have a proper look around these. And what's going on there? Is that glazed terracotta and dark prismarine? Interesting. Yeah, can't wait to see what's going on there. So in today's episode I want to work on this area down here. Now we've got this lovely kind of hollow in the terrain, and I think I said before I want to take out a bit of the mountain here just to kind of curve that off, maybe fill in some of these caves and just round off this bit a little bit. So we've got this lovely basin, and I think we're going to turn that into an ice lake. And you can see I have also done a bit of work on the surrounding area around the apartment. And all I've done is I've just filled in this here. Obviously it is quite... what the hell happened here? Was this natural? Oh, we've got a friend. Go away, mister, I'm trying to talk. There we go. That was very rude of you. But yeah, was this natural? Oh, we got more friends. I don't like it in there. I don't remember ever seeing this. How very, very odd. It's just like all the dirt and stone has disappeared. Okay, so I've got the area marked out. I'm going to put the lake in. So you need to actually get the floor of the lake in and then start terraforming around the outside. I've left a bit of space so path can go around here as well. And then I think I'm going to build a place for myself just on the edge here. So without further ado, let's get started. So we got a whole lot of blocks placed there, but not a whole lot done, to be honest. That took a bit longer than I was expecting. Of course, I did realise halfway through that I'd kind of derped and placed down the smooth stone floor, and then realised the ice wasn't going to be see-through, so you're not going to see it anywhere. I could have just skipped that bit. I was originally intending to use regular ice, and I would have a couple of layers of water underneath, so you get that kind of semi-transparent effect. But then I realised I was using packed ice, and that is not see-through. So, derped a little bit there. But you can see I've built up the island in the middle a little bit more. I've used a bit of snow just to kind of give it a bit of height differentiation in places. I'm actually waiting for it to snow again properly, so it can cover the rest of this. And I'm going to terraform the area a little bit more, maybe add in a couple of stone mounds, a few custom trees, some berries, ferns, all that good stuff. You can see I've actually gone and collected a few of those. But for the moment, what I want to do is actually start working on my own house. Because within this city, at the moment, my kind of base of operations is up on top of that nether tower. I've just got a bed, a bunch of shulker boxes. I mean, it's not great, to be honest. I want an actual place I can live, have a bedroom and everything. And I figured a really cool place for it would be on the edge of this lake here, and kind of built into the mountainside a little bit. So I'm going to go gather some materials and lay out the groundwork for this. So as you can see, I've been pretty busy. I have redirected this path around here and then branched it off to the apartment building because it looked a bit odd just coming around and then up and then branching back off around here again. So that path is eventually going to continue all the way around here. You can see I've taken out part of the mountain and it will end up around here, which is going to be the entrance to the house. Speaking of which, as you can see, it's been kind of snowing again. We've got most of the little island covered, which is good, but it's also covered the house. How can I get up there? Okay, looks like we're flying. But yeah, this is the outside of the house. And you can see the materials we're going for here. We've got some white concrete, grey concrete, and andesite. I've actually kind of stolen this idea from Throlash's apartment build. But we're going to come back to that later because as of right now it is Saturday morning. The deadline for building the apartments is tomorrow. So I want to get the voting set up for this so it's all ready to go. And looks like someone's been busy here. Alright, so the voting rules are now done. We've got a bunch of blank voting forms. We're going to run through the rules very quickly. So voting will commence from Sunday the 31st at 5 PM EST. Voters need to take a blank book from the chest to the left with them as they view the apartments. Each apartment will get a score from 0 to 10, with 10 being the best, and they'll note down the scores in the book as they go. Apartment 8 is Lucy's, which is not actually part of the competition. She's just decorating it because it was spare and for a bit of fun. Anyone who is actually in the competition cannot score their own apartment. So if they do, that score will not be included. Once they're done scoring, they need to sign the book and place it in the chest to the right. Items placed in this chest are going to be immediately transported elsewhere, so people can't view each other's scores. So obviously don't place anything in the chest so you don't want to lose. Voting will end on Saturday the 6th, with the winners being announced on the Sunday. Time hasn't been decided yet. What I hopefully want to do is get a few people together for the actual ceremony, I guess. So further information will be in the Discord channel for any server members who are looking to join that. The winners will be the top 3 average scores. So we're going to score it based on average because with the people in the competition not being able to score their own apartment, it would be unfair if, for example, not all of them actually voted. You could end up with more scores towards certain apartments. Not for the content creators themselves. Scores will be kept private. They can choose whether or not to reveal what scores they give people in their own videos or streams. And at the end of the voting, I'll only be sharing the final average score for each apartment. So there we go. Hopefully that makes sense. If any of you on the server have any questions, feel free to drop me a message on Discord or just ask in one of the channels and I'll be happy to answer. But with that done, I think it's finally time to get back to building. And of course it's night time. It's always night time in this place. So let's go sleep. And then I think we'll get back to building this house. So the exterior of the house has now been done and I've started on the interior design as well. But it seems like we've got a couple of visitors. Oh, these guys will show up anyway. So let's take to the skies and show you this place. So it's a fairly small house, but you know, it does what it needs to. It just needs to be a place to sleep, store a few items and such, so I don't keep having to leave chests up on top of the nether pole. But anyway, we start at the bottom. So we've got the kitchen area. We've got a couple of campfires under the smokers to give the effect as if they're in use. Cauldron for a sink, a fridge freezer, And I guess a little worktop here. That's actually sea lanterns under there, just to light up the place. And I've used a map of the void to create a counter of sorts. Still needs a bit more work done in here. We have got a couple of stools which are just leather helmets on top of armor stands, and they've used the statue's data pack to actually lower those down into the floor slightly. So you can get a little stool so you can sit up here and eat your breakfast. The living area isn't yet done. Got a campfire. Got an aquarium. I need to go out and catch some fish for it. I want some tropical fish, so I need to go and find a coral reef for that. A couple of little lamps here using end rods. And then if we head outside and upstairs, got the bedroom area, which I haven't done yet. We'll have a nice little balcony. Now, bear in mind, this house is going to be built into a mountain. So I'm going to build the mountain around it. So this back bit here will just be stone, andesite, maybe some gravel, you know, the usual kind of stuff. Same goes for this side over here as well. There's no detail in there, but that's because it is going to be covered, so you're not going to see that. But if I can actually get back inside, there we go. Got a little bathroom through here. Toilet, got some towels hanging up. I haven't filled that sink yet, which I can do now actually. There we go. Got more towels, a nice little bath. I am planning on using the armor stands to put a couple of water bottles and maybe some potions up there, so it kind of looks like toiletries. But yeah, I think this place is coming along very nicely. Not much more to do on it now. So I think that is going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to try and get the interior of the house done and at least start wrapping the mountain around it between episodes. Also probably going to try and terraform the island in the middle of the lake as well. So until next time, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. Let me know what you think of the new additions to the base down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.